Paul is writing this letter to Ephesians to explicitly tell them about the love of God, and not just a God that is distant and far off. That's the kind of God that it seems to me lived in the Jewish mind in the day of Paul. God is to be so revered that we actually cannot approach him. And I think the way that Jesus lived to show us that God is actually not just our God, but he is also our Father, and a kind-hearted Father at that. One that loves us and takes care of us, and one that wants to be with us. And here Paul writes in Ephesians 2 verse 4 in the Passion Translation, "But God still loved us with such great love." And now he's referring, if you can remember in the previous verse, he was talking about us being far from God, without life, without hope, not born again yet. And even then, God still loved us. It is through his love and his expression of that love for us that he draws us near to him, that we can come closer to him and become part of him and his kingdom and his family. And here Paul says he is so rich in compassion and mercy. Now, I don't believe there is any other God. I believe there is only one God. And it is God our Father and Jesus Christ his Son that lives in us through his Spirit. And, to talk about the characteristics and the attributes of God, or if you just take the general definition of what a God is, we usually go there to places where we talk about him in terms of his characteristics as being almighty. He can do anything, or all-knowing. He knows everything from eternal's past up to eternal's future, and none of those two have any beginning or end. So he knows everything, or he is omnipresent. He is everywhere all at once. But here Paul depicts for us a God that's not only that, all-knowing, omnipresent, almighty, but a God full of compassion and mercy, a God that cares, a God that wants to love us, a God that wants to extend his love to us. That is the God you and I serve, and that is actually who God truly is, one that loves you. Maybe you don't feel loved today, and I've got good news for you. There is someone, and it's a very important someone in this universe. It is God himself that really loves you and has compassion on where you are currently in your life and the things that you are going through that might be tough or difficult. It might be challenging, but God loves you, and he's got compassion and mercy on you. He wants you to succeed in this life, especially if you live the plans that he has for you. And he wants to be in relationship with you and enjoy intimacy with you, because he's a compassionate and merciful God. And I would like to encourage you today to enjoy him, to enjoy the love that he extends to you and that he wants to shower onto you, and just bathe in it. It is there for the taking.